What up, guys? It's Mega Movie Man back with another Mega Movie review. Today, we're going to be talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly of Kevin Smith's Tusk. Before we get started, let me just give a shout out to Kevin Smith. Hey, Kevin, maybe lay off the ganja next time you make a movie. Because in this movie, a guy straight up turns into a walrus. Alright, let's get straight into the plot. This movie starts in a very relatable place for me, with two podcasters, much like myself. Mega Movie Podcast, link in the description. So their podcast is called the Nazi Party, like Nazi Party, but okay. So like one of them goes somewhere and like has an interview, and then the other one he like tells it to him, right? He like tells what happened to him. It's like. It's like really funny. There's this video with the leg cut off. So he the one that goes to Canada to see the guy, but he died. But it's really funny. Okay, I'm not doing it, Justin. You have to see the movie. Okay, so he's like, "Well, what do I do? I can't do the interview if he's dead." So he's like, "Wow, what do I do? I'm gonna go get a little brewski." So he goes to the bar and he's like, "Oh, what do I do? I'm gonna call my friend." And the friend's like, "You gotta do something." He's like, "What do I do though? What do I do? What do I do?" And he's like, "Oh, go to the bathroom." And he's like, "All right, I'll go to the bathroom." So he goes to the bathroom and he sees this it's like a website. It's like a message board, right? It's like this board. It has a bunch of papers on it, and one of them is like, "I need a person to live with me, and I tell stories." So he's like, "All right, I gotta see this." He's like, "I gotta see this guy with the stories, right?" So he's like, "All right, I'll go to the stories." He goes to the place, and he's like, "Oh, where do I see this guy?" And then these two like bitch girls, they're like, "It's 2 hours away, you freaking stupid." So he's like, "Oh, it's 2 hours away. That's a really long time." But he's like, "Okay, fine. I'll go see this guy, even though it's 2 hours away." So he's like, "All right, I'm gonna go. So he goes, and he's like, the guy's like, "Do you want tea?" And he's like, "Yeah, first I have to pee first." So he goes to the bathroom, and he's like, "Oh wow, this creepy doll." And so he sees the creepy doll, and then he's like, "Okay, all right, old man, what's your story?" And he's like, "I want you to give, here, have this tea." And then he's like, "This tea's so good." And he's like, "Yeah, I made it myself." And he's like, "Oh. And then he tells a story about this dead guy, and he's like, "Whoa, that's a cool story. Tell me more, because I need to, I for my epic podcast." And he's like, "All right, I'll tell you more." But then he knocks out, and I need to get real with you guys for like 2 seconds, okay? I think I'm gonna stop talking about this actually for like a second, because so basically what happens is like this guy gets abducted, right? He's like, he gets abducted. You know, I said the good, bad, and ugly in the beginning of this, and I think this is bad because getting abducted isn't funny, okay? My dad did. Man, I don't really know what happened to my dad. But he's been gone for a really long time, okay? Yeah. Abduction isn't funny, okay? It actually happens, okay? It isn't funny. It actually happens. I think I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna cut the review short, but I'll be back next week for another mega movie review. Thanks for watching. Rate 5 stars, like and subscribe.